What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Crossroads. It feels so good to be back.
I'm going to let you know now, we did miss you. It was not the same recording without you. It felt a little... I love Desario. Mm-hmm. That is my best friend. But it did not feel as natural. It did not feel right.
Were you a little homesick?
I was. My little sister was not here.
As always, I am one half of your dynamic duo, Twisted, alongside Brother Pyro.
What's up, y'all? Again, big welcome back to my favorite human being. Love you. Don't ever leave me again.
Well, let's get started right away. We have Ring of Honor Final Battle, and you know me, I gotta stir up some controversy to start off. A fitting pay-per-view name.
Considering that after this weekend, Tony Khan has no plan of showcasing ROH in really any aspect on AEW television. What the hell was the point in buying the company if you weren't going to do anything with it? Khan, get your head out of your ass.
And that has been Pyro's rant for right now.
I was gonna say that
as of right now. That has been Pyro's rant for right now. You know we'll end up getting into more. Do you want to start us off with the opening match?
All right. So first off on our card, again, for disclaimer, not necessarily the order that things are gonna go in, but Ring of Honor World Championship being defended. Jericho puts it on the line against the man he beat to gain that championship in the first place, Claudio Castagnoli. Stipulation is, if Castagnoli loses, he joins the Jericho Appreciation Society. That's going to be fun. So anybody that knows me knows I definitely favor my heels. I think at the end of the night, Castagnoli becomes the newest member of JAS.
I don't see it.
I
personally
do.
I don't. I think Claudio has a lot that he's got to prove in this match, but I don't see him. If he is going down, I don't see him going down without the biggest fight of his life and a lot of people from the JAS coming into the match. However, if it were to be just a simple one-on-one and they were to keep it that way, I see Claudio taking back the title. I really do.
Well, we'll have to see. I mean, again, not like it matters because the Ring of Honor World title will pretty much be the only thing showcased anymore because Tony Khan's not going to keep Jericho off of TV.
Oh, no. Jericho owns part of your company. How are you going to do that? Entirely sad. But jumping into the next one, we have the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. We have Mercedes Martinez taking on Athena. So you are the odd man out on this one. Care to tell us why?
I just went with Mercedes because, I mean, after winning the title, they haven't really done much with her anyway. I figured why take the title off of her when, again, it doesn't matter because you're not doing anything with either freaking woman. And, again, it's not like the title's ever going to be seen. I almost forgot Mercedes was your Ring of Honor World Champion.
I forgot we had a Women's Ring of Honor World Champion. But that also could be on my point because I don't really watch that
You're
part
not
of the company.
as deep into the company as I am. And again, not like it matters because it's not featured. And these women definitely deserve better.
Tony Khan's got too many dolls and not enough house to play in.
Oh, I love the interview that Leo Rush did not long ago where he talks about he will sign you for what he sees you as, and the only and he gave an example of why when he got signed to AEW, the only thing Tony Khan had saw out of him was the fact that he was Lashley's hype man, and that's what he saw and that's what he wanted because that's what he saw and liked.
Like you had said earlier today, Tony Khan is a wrestling fan with just a lot of money. He has no vision for the actual aspect of business when it comes to this.
Clearly, because otherwise his pay-per-views wouldn't be like 6 hours long, 15 matches, and his roster wouldn't be as bloated. some of the most talented guys on your roster wouldn't have to take to social media to beg for TV time to still not freaking get it, and then have to resort to circling the indies, which they could have done without a damn AEW contract. Thank you, Mr. Tony Khan. At this point, start releasing people or start figuring out something else. Maybe give me pay-per-views a few more times than 4 times a year. Come up with another TV show. Give me something that is going to be able to give me freaking talent.
Okay, with that being said, we are apparently getting into a lot more than just the one rant from a Brother Pyro. Aside from him choosing Mercedes Martinez to retain her title, me and Desario went with Athena to pick up the win. From what I have seen, she's been on a roll, so I'm going to give that to her.
How have you seen it? It's not like she's been featured on Dark, which you don't watch anyway. She hasn't been featured on TV in either aspect of the shows. How you finna say what you've seen she's been on a roll when she ain't been featured? Sorry. No, I'm not. Let me not lie to you.
Yeah, let's not lie to our audience. We've gone this far without doing that. Let's not lie. Come on.
I'm sorry, it pisses me off. Great talent, like a Mercedes Martinez and Athena, also featured on the show later on, a Brian Cage, or your tag team champion, or not necessarily your companies, but the best tag team in the damn world, PW Pro Wrestling Insider. You got it wrong with the top 100 tag team list, by the way. The Usos should not be number 1. It should be FTR. I mean, come on, they're holding 3 company titles, and you're gonna tell me they are at number 2? But, like, think about it. All these guys are sitting there, taking to Twitter, to Instagram, little promos during indie shows. Tony Khan, when can I get on TV? Tony Khan, I want to get on TV. Tony Khan, please find something for me on your show. It's a disgrace.
It is.
But going into our next match, Ring of Honor Pure Championship, Daniel Garcia defends against former champion Wheeler Yuta. Desario seems to be the odd man out in being the only one to pick Daniel Garcia here. I'm sure it's just because of his absolute admiration for the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Probably. The first time I ever got to see the Ring of Honor Pure Championship be defended was my first time ever being introduced to a Pure Championship match, which was, I believe, earlier this year at the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view. And I absolutely love the way that their tactics are with this type of match. So,
because it is a pure wrestling match. This isn't, our entertainment throw a punch. No, this is this is a wrestling match for the pure wrestling fans. Like the fans of collegiate wrestling, Olympic wrestling. This is where you definitely want to.
This is where they definitely tune in.
Yeah, this is leaned more towards those guys. And I love that Ring of Honor gave us that ability to, differentiate the different styles of wrestling.
Yes. So me and you definitely obviously picking Wheeler Yuta in this. Do you have any reasons why you see Wheeler taking the title back?
Personally, I think it's one, it'll keep the feud going with, Daniel Garcia, and I think it's been money.
Okay.
So I wouldn't mind just seeing it continue. Plus, now that Blackpool Combat Club doesn't necessarily seem to be much of a thing anymore.
Yeah, they kind of imploded.
Wheeler Yuta is such a young stud on that roster. I think this would be good for him to keep something going for him.
All right. Heading into our next match, we have the Ring of Honor Television Championship match. Samoa Joe defends his title against Juice Robinson. All of us favoring Samoa Joe. Any reasoning to why you and or Desario maybe didn't pick Juice Robinson?
I think Joe just winning the title, or not this one, but coming off of that
a big win
at the last AEW pay-per-view. I think just the momentum is in his favor. I think he keeps the Ring of Honor World title based on that
I
aspect
totally
alone.
agree with you. Do you want to take us into the next one, or should I? Because I know the one after that is your favorite.
You can go ahead.
Okay, so going through, we have the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag. Is it a tag team championship?
Yeah.
I believe so. Okay, so Ring of Honor World 6-Man Championship. It's the way that they have it worded. Sorry. Dalton Castle and the Boys versus Gates of Agony and Brian Cage. Now, me and Desario went with Dalton Castle and the Boys, whereas you chose Gates of Agony and Brian Cage. I know that earlier in your little rant, you went off about Brian Cage
not getting the TV
not
time
getting
that
the
he
TV
deserves, having to bang on social media.
Is that more or less why you went for him in this match?
No, I think him paired with Gates of Agony and, them being managed by Prince Nana, who is a great mind. Anybody that remembers old Ring of Honor will remember that with under Prince Nana, we had the rise of Tommaso Ciampa. We had a Mia Yim. Yeah, didn't know that one, did you?
No.
Did you? Yeah, no, I remember those days where we got such great talent under Prince Nana, and I think him continuing to, forge these guys' minds under the ruthlessness that is all of them.
Okay.
I think he is that piece that's going to get them their success.
All right. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'd absolutely love, hearing when you take us through, things about, Ring of Honor that I've never known. Obviously, I was just introduced to the company earlier this year.
I say it's a bit.
So
you've only really known about it for a year. For about a year-ish. But all right. Next match. Give me round 3, baby! I am not sorry for that.
Oh, it's okay. There'll be a headphone warning on this entire episode.
Oh, please, because we're running it back. Double dog collar match for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. FTR defend against them boys, the Briscoe brothers. I want to point something out. Tony Khan has tried effortlessly to get the Briscoes on AEW as regular features on AEW television.
Okay.
But due to the Turner Broadcasting Network and the higher ups there, because of some stuff that they have said in the past, they vetoed that. They were like, we don't want any part of this. We don't want them part of anything with y'all.
Okay.
So I want to point out that through proxy on Dynamite, I think it was this past week or the week before, they had issued the challenge for those Ring of Honor World titles, which I think was really cool because we all knew who they were talking about anyway. But yeah, I wish they would, let bygones be bygones, because I think them boys as part of AEW's tag team roster, along with the guys that you do have, the Swerve in Our Glory, the Acclaimed, FTR, the Young Bucks, the Lucha Bros. I think that they could really bring that tag team
division to another level,
new heights that nobody ever thought. And granted, I'm not gonna lie, AEW has some of the best featured tag team wrestling I have seen so far. Because all of their teams are entertaining.
I would say honestly, you know how I am when it comes to the current champion AEW tag team champions, but I would say that AEW even has better tag teams at the moment than WWE.
Again, these are all, like I said, they have all been entertaining. They've all been fun. They've all known how to get the job done. So, and again, they're already hitting on such a high level in that tag team division. The Briscoes being part of that would just skyrocket them even further. But anyway, so unanimous pick, FTR to retain those ROH tag team championships and to once again prove the people at PWI that they were wrong for not having them at number 1.
Maybe they need to come over to WWE and take those titles in order for them.
Bro, at that point, At that point, give it to me. Give it to me. Give me FTR versus the Usos. I don't care what doors we got to break down. I don't care who we got to pay. Make it happen. Con, Trips, hear me out. Give me another Forbidden Door pay-per-view. WWE
versus AEW.
AEW, and I promise you, y'all are going to see money to the likes you never thought you'd see.
You know what they should do? They should throw in and make it a triple threat. Winner takes all, and add the Acclaimed in as well. So that way FTR can also get their hands on the AEW tag team.
Bruh!
Give it to me.
Make it happen! Make it happen! You ain't said nothing my wrestling fandom ears ain't loving.
Of course. I know how to speak pyro.
I'm telling you, Usos, the Acclaimed,
and FTR. Winner takes all.
Winner take all. I mean, shoot, give me. I'm being a little greedy, but throw them boys in there. And tell me that fireworks ain't gonna be lighting it up. Tell me it ain't gonna be some magic going on in that ring.
See, me being the wrestling fan that I am, I gotta add like a bigger stipulation to that. So I gotta add either like, this has gotta be a Hell in a Cell match. This has gotta be...
Make it a ladder match.
I was gonna say either a ladder match or...
Fatal 4-way, winner take all, tag team titles, ladder match. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Had this been like way years before, I'd even added the Dudleys.
Oh my god. At that point, we're scrapping. You're giving me FTR, you're giving me the Dudleys, you're giving me the Usos, and no one else.
Not them boys?
Not them boys.
This
is what you're giving me, and you're giving me TLC.
Oh, I wasn't even going to say TLC. I was going to say we could do all this in an elimination chamber. Because that way you can add in all the tag teams we talked about.
But all right. Okay, let's reel it back in.
We love getting off topic. I think they love it when we do too.
Yes, because we come up with a lot of fantasy bookings that a lot of them are thinking of, but just don't want to put out there and say, because somebody might be like, that sounds stupid. Well, I don't care how I sound. It sounds magical to me, and I'm going to let it be known.
All right, jumping into the next match, we have Shane Taylor and JD Giffey. I apologize if I have botched that name, versus Swerve in Our Glory. You are the only one that went with Shane Taylor and his partner on this one, whereas me and Desario, I believe, stuck with Swerve in Our Glory just for the simple notice of knowing them.
Yeah, I mean, I am really familiar with Shane Taylor Productions. They are some bad dudes. They are former 6-man champions. They're all pretty mean, pretty nasty, and I know they're not afraid to do what it takes to get the win.
All right, then. Well, thank you for a little insight on that.
Plus, the tension between Lee and Swerve, is still there.
It is. I see that either playing a good factor or a bad factor.
Oh, no, that's definitely going to be the detriment to... That's going to be the reason that they lose this match.
See, I would have gone for the other team, but I don't know Shane Taylor.
I was going to say, you don't really know them.
So I go with what I feel safe
on
my
familiarity.
Yes. Take us into the last match.
Blake Christian teamed with AR Fox to take on Dralistico. I think I said his name right. I'm sorry if I didn't. And Roosh. Who, again, is another talent that I think is featured enough on AEW.
Wasn't he brought in by Andrade?
Yes, but Andrade also did just get a whole shoulder surgery.
But this was a whole year ago that he was brought in.
You're right. But still, my point is this.
Too many dolls, not enough room in the house.
Exactly. He has Tony Khan has a toy of the month, and then once he is done playing with you, you're done. I'm surprised Tony Storm has lasted as long as she has. Not sorry.
It's because she's pretty.
Athena?
I said what I said.
Athena's fucking beautiful.
I just don't like the side shave.
But still.
I don't think it suits
her.
her.
All right. Real controversial statement here. I think Athena's more talented.
Oh, I know she's more talented.
I find Athena to be significantly more talented than Toni Storm, and that's nothing against Miss Storm, because she is talented in her own right.
Mm-hmm.
I personally like Athena a bit more, talent-wise.
Talent-wise, I say Athena when it comes to looks. As of late, I say Toni Storm. I just don't personally, I don't like the side shave. I don't think it fits her.
But anyway.
But
any reason as to why you picked Russian?
Familiarity.
That's fair.
Entirely.
No, that's fair. I'm familiar with everyone here.
You just feel that Roosh is the better
I just think
kind of
that
talent
yeah,
in this
I think
one.
the talent level goes to Roosh and his team.
All right. Well, that is our pre-show for Ring of Honor Final Battle. We will be coming with the recap, and then we actually have another pay-per-view today.
NXT Deadline!
Which you will get from us later today. We will see you then.
Later, guys.